There is only one thing that you need to do to be ahead of at least 90% of the population out there. Just one thing. But I have to warn you, a lot of people, sadly, and probably part of that 90%, are going to be the ones that are immune to even hearing this one thing. It'll go in one ear and right out the other, or just have their eyes rolled at it. But it's absolutely true. I'm living proof of it. And, well, I know others that are living proof on both sides of that coin. The one thing that will put you ahead of 90%, 9 out of every 10 people, is this. It's going to be consistency for a long enough period of time with your eye on the target of your own choosing. And ahead of what? What am I talking about? Well, whatever you want it to be, whether it's financial freedom, an important goal, a goal of contribution, whatever it is that you want, to pay down debt. I don't know what it is, to learn a skill that you want to master. 9 out of 10 people, at least, aren't even motivated enough to save their own life or to achieve something that they say is important to them, which means by default, 9 out of 10 people or so have no congruence between what comes out of their mouth and what they think and what they're actually doing. So just that one thing alone, consistency, will put you ahead of 9 out of 10 people. That is an enormous, atrocious, ridiculous lopsidedness. But you know what's cool about that is it gives you a pretty easy opportunity. Opportunity doesn't get easier than this, in my opinion. You just have to show up every day for whatever it is that you say is really important to you. For a long enough period of time, you just have to show up every day. By default, you'll be ahead of 9 out of 10. And if you want to be ahead of about 98% of the population, all you have to do is increase your skill set a little bit, just a little bit each and every day. So you're consistently showing up and you're consistently getting better just a little bit. If you got better by just 1/3 of 1% every day, could you do that? Could you improve your skill set and the way that you think by just a fraction of 1 percentage point every day? Of course you can. What's cool about that is, going back to the consistency, 1 year from now, you will be literally twice as better than you are today, 100% better. So between those consistencies, you're going to be ahead of 98% of the population, maybe 99, 99.5, 99.9. That's all it takes. And this is a cultural problem. This is a real sign of the times. Our culture is so apathetic and so not driven to do anything that's super important to them that it creates an easy opportunity for you to achieve the biggest, most awesomest things just by showing up and getting just a little bit better every day. And that is really the difference between, say, 90% ahead of 90% of everybody, or 98% ahead of 98% of everybody. You know what I'm trying to say. And this won't be edited. This is raw. And I think you guys keep watching my videos because they're so raw. So there you have it. And by the way, I do have a process to help people transition to getting ahead of just about everybody else that's out there. It's called a 30 Days to Profit training sequence. And this training sequence, it's in the title. That's why I like the title so much, is to help make you profitable, equip you to make you profitable as soon as possible inside of 30 days. A lot of people do it in the first couple of weeks. Some do it on the first day, which is fantastic. And I have no idea if that would be something for you, because I don't know what you want. But if it's anything related to money, or what the tool that you can use money for to help you fund a dream, or to pay down debt, or to be able to contribute more to your community, or whatever your dreams are, first and foremost, you have to have a positive energy attached to making money. I know a lot of people have a negative energy. A lot of good people, sadly, have a negative energy, and all that does is it makes it easier for the criminals of the world to maintain their death grip of the money supply. And that's why we have poverty, global starvation, human trafficking, an out-of-control pharmaceutical industry, factory farming, and all these other egregious problems that happen to be happening on the planet simultaneously. It's because too many good people have hang-ups about making money, so they don't do it, and the criminals get all the money, and we have all these problems. So if that alone turns you on, and you want to contribute to taking more of the money supply, the control of it, away from the criminals, so that we can put it to work to start healing the planet and helping people, then that would be a really great indication that you would be a perfect fit for my profit training sequence. So just get a hold of me privately, message me if you'd like to know more about it. I will shoot you over a video telling you more about it, giving you the information. And if it turns you on, we'll talk more at that point. And if it doesn't, at least you're on the path to finding something that does sound really great to you. And that's a good thing. So you are going to win either way. You'll win either way. So get a hold of me and I'll shoot you that video. And it does require, just in the spirit of full disclosure, because it's so rare, but it does require a financial investment. The investment is in the materials. My training is free. I'm free. I don't charge any money to help people. But to make that particular training sequence work, you have to purchase some materials. And because it's a business investment, you would get to deduct 100% of it from your taxes, which will create you a tax savings on your tax bill right away, putting money into your pocket right away, even before anything else happens. And as we get it back and you become profitable, you still get to write that off 100% at the same time, which is primarily how people that have an experience like this are able to accumulate and create so much more money so much more quickly than somebody ever could, say, at a job where those options aren't available, because our entire tax system is written against employees and written for the business owners that invest in their business. So it makes sense to be on the side of the tax law that's going to give you all of those incentives. And then instead of giving your money to the government in the form of taxes where they're going to waste it on God only knows what, you're going to be able to put that money to work in a way that's going to actually do something to help people and heal the planet. And that's where we start to take control of the money supply away from the criminals. And that is more important than words could ever express, because of the global problems that we have and so much needless pain and suffering and needless premature death. And, well, you know. Hope that makes sense. I'll hear from some of you real soon. I'm really looking forward to it. After you've heard that message, if you're still going to message me about my profit training sequence, then I'm especially looking forward to hearing from you. I will talk to you soon. Bye.